you had a scan at 10 weeks and everything was okay. So you're thinking, okay, I'm pregnant. And then do you want to talk to us about what happened, during that time and the week afterwards?
So really in that 10 weeks, we found out we were pregnant, and yeah, as I say, my husband could be kind of on the fence about it, but he was like, the two of us were just delighted. So I think it's the whole experience of, the excitement, the joy, the yay, this is happening. You're picking out names, you're thinking of school, you're thinking about our house, how will we decorate it, what will we do, like whatever. Okay, let's put in a code name so nobody knows what we're talking about, and it's the first 12 weeks, all of that stuff. So there's like an acknowledgement that there's this 12-week barrier thing. So everything went really smoothly, there was no challenges. So we got to the 10 weeks, and as I say, we'd seen the baby's heartbeat, and everything was going really well. I can't remember the exact words that she said, but pretty much she'd said something like, this is on its way. This is looking really good. Everything's perfect, and kind of got the stamp of approval. The next day, the Friday, then my husband was out with his parents, and I started to spot bleed. I was like, okay, what's this? And I was like, I feel okay. So there was like no weird feelings and whatever. I phoned my husband, and but I went up to the hospital anyway, and he met me up there, just kind of like as the consult was finishing. But they checked, baby still had a heartbeat, and everything looked fine. And they pretty much said at that moment in time, there's absolutely nothing you can do to control this, but everything's looking good. We recommend you go home and you rest. So then everything for the next 8 days was all fine, no problems. The bleeding stopped, everything was good, and everything was fine. And then I remember, because it was a Saturday, a week later, because we went out for lunch to celebrate my mother-in-law's birthday. In the car coming back, I just started to feel really unwell. Was then that, and I was like, oh God, this is not feeling good, whatever, I don't know, like, did I eat something that didn't agree with me, whatever sort of type thing. Basically, that night then, it escalated, and, basically, I then had a miscarriage. I don't really like the word miscarriage, but I won't get onto that just now. Was then so, because you don't really know what's happening. You just know there's lots of diarrhea, lots of blood, lots of whatever, and you're like there, 11 weeks pregnant. You are basically giving birth at that moment in time, and it's all of the goo and the gunk and everything that goes along with that. But the complete confusion of, oh my God, please don't let this be happening. This is like, let it be a mistake, let it just be diarrhea, let it just be something else. But, everything is then, sort of like, it's kind of obvious what's happening, but you don't want to believe it in some ways. And it's kind of like quite a traumatic experience to go through.